up, people? Smitty at the shop. Got the 2017 JK on the lift. This afternoon's project is just putting some front inner fender liners on this thing. I've opted for the cheapos. There are a couple of pieces of aluminum. I bought these on Amazon. You can get them on eBay. They're about $65. They're a little bit confusing. You got to match up the shapes and put two pieces together to make one. You're also supposed to have some of the factory hardware. I don't know if I have it for this. I'm going to have to dig around. The instructions, if that's what you could call them, are down here on the floor, are real. They give you these discs. I think these are for if you want to put an access hole in them or something. But anyway, they give you these instructions, quote unquote, and they show you some pictures. I mean, it's blah blah blah. They're assuming you're removing the fender thing. The fender thing. That's a fender flare. Then they show you fitting it, and then yeah, they give you some loose instructions. You got to drill a few holes. First thing you got to do is look at your pictures and figure out which side is which. That's a little bit confusing, but you got to kind of hold them up into the wheel well, and you kind of figure it out. So anyway, the next step is going to be, we're going to be working on the left side, and obviously the right side would be the same, only opposite. First thing you got to do is you got to find your pieces, as I said. Then you got to attach them together using the front piece, putting it over top of the bottom piece, and you just nut and bolt them together. I'm going to cheat a little bit. In this case, I'm going to put a couple nut certs in there. Why? Because I can. So I'm going to put the camera down for a minute. I'm going to drill these holes out to fit the nut cert. I'm going to nut cert them. And who doesn't like to say nut cert? And then I got some stainless steel bolts I'm going to zip them together with. So hold, please. All right, super quick and easy when you have a nut cert tool. Just pop them in there, obviously on the bottom panel, because they want this one to go over top. So I'm just gonna bolt this together, zippity-doo-dah, and then we're gonna put it up there in place and see kind of how it fits. All right, guys, I apologize. I'm gonna have to shout over the heater. So here's what you got. You got the two bolts that go there into the factory threaded insert, and then you got one there. Those are M6 thread. So I didn't use the original hardware. I happen to have some Cadium plated ones, fancy. I'm gonna use them. And I've just temporarily tightened those three bolts. That's just so that I can line up where this is gonna go. And I've marked it, and then also where that hole there is gonna go, and marked it. You know, they suggest using a tapping screw. I'm gonna drill them and put a nut cert in there. This way it'd be nice to just be able to, you know, 5 bolts and the thing will come right out if you need access, you know, to do an O2 sensor or, you know, what have you. All right, so I'm gonna pull that back off now that those holes are marked, and I'm just gonna drill and nut cert them. So there's the M6, I think it's an M6 by 1.0 pitch. You know, in the automotive industry, a lot of us guys just refer to this as a 10mm bolt. Which is incorrect, except that it has a 10mm head on it, so it will accept a 10mm socket. It's an M6 bolt, though. So yeah, just wanted to clarify that. Okay, we've got our nut cert installed in the front hole. On this hole, let's put a little silicone around it to keep the rust down. I couldn't get the nut cert tool in there. I don't know what I was thinking. So I drilled my hole, and now I'm going to put a U-clip or a U-nut in there, also with M6 threading. So it'll go something like, whoa, something like that. All right, let's see if we can get this thing installed. And there you have it. So you got one bolt there that doesn't match the rest. One of these things just doesn't. I got the two stainless bolts there holding the two halves together. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is it. And then you got this disc here. They don't even mention that in the, they don't even mention it in the instructions. I don't know if they want you to, this is what they give you. I don't know if they want you to stick that in there because they think it looks cool or for ballast. I don't know what that is. But anyway, there's 3 holes for it. And that's how this is going to stay. I suppose you could cut a hole behind that and then you got some access. But again, there's not much access to what? This thing real quick with the nut inserts and the U-nut, this thing will come out in 5 seconds. So I'm actually pretty happy about that. All right, I'm gonna wrap up the other side. Talking over the heater again, but real quick. On the front, this is on the passenger side now. 2 nutserts, just like on that side. Interestingly, that top hole did not need to be drilled. It was already the correct size. Existing threaded inserts up there. And then a drilled hole with a U-nut right there. And I just covered that bolt up because that's an ordinary bolt that will rust. And that'll do it. Yeah, they're, zoom back here a little bit. They're pretty slick. It gives it a little bit more of a finished look, I would say. What do you guys think? I mean, for the $65, they're aluminum. They should last the life of this Jeep. Yeah, let me give you the gratuitous 10-foot shot. Yeah, that looks good. I'm very happy with how they look. They just finish off that wheel well nicely. And they kind of match the back, which I've got blacked out also. Look at that. It's sexy. So that's it for your El Cheapo inner fender on a JK Jeep. I'm Smitty, and I'm out.